know this is probably not the most joyous TGIF we have had. You know, let's face it, most people here are pretty upset and pretty sad for because of the election. But anyway, on a more serious note, you know, myself as an immigrant and a refugee, I certainly find this election deeply offensive, and I know many of you do too. And I think it's a very stressful time, and it conflicts with many of our values. I think it's a good time to reflect on that, and you know, we're going to hopefully share some thoughts today. I guess, you know, there are two dominant you know, reasons to be upset. One is because, you know, so many people apparently don't share many of the values that we have.
So look, it was a shock to all of us, the results of the election. It was a fair and democratic process, and we honor that. But at the same time, it showed an incredible level of division.
That was the first moment I really felt like we were going to lose. And it was this massive, like, kick in the gut that we were going to lose. And it was really painful. And the thing that hit me, and I've talked about it here before, we all have an obligation to fight for what's right and to never stop fighting for what's right. And that's one of the many things that I think makes this company so beautiful. Our values are strong. We will fight to protect them, and we will use the great strength and resources and reach we have to continue to advance really important values.
Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I am outraged. Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
There's actually a lot of historical precedent for boredom being a huge factor in vote choice, and actually in building extremism. In fact, we've had a lot of work on Jigsaw on extremism that shows high correlation to simple boredom, you know.
I am basically there to make money. I cannot and do not look at the social consequences of what I do.
Speaking to white men, there's an opportunity for you right now to understand your privilege in the society. Take the opportunity to go through the bias-busting training, read about privilege, read about the real history of oppression in our country, and tomorrow night, watch 13th, the movie that is here. If you can't watch it here, watch it on Netflix. Discuss the issues you are passionate about during Thanksgiving dinner, and don't back down and laugh it off when you hear the voice of oppression speak through metaphors, and I promise to do this.
Went out, in fact, and helped in the confiscation of property from the Jews.
That's right. Yes.
I mean, that sounds like an experience that would send lots of people to the psychiatric couch for many, many years. Was it difficult?
Not at all. Not at all. Maybe as a child you don't see the connection, but it created no problem at all.
No feeling of guilt.
No.
For example, that I'm Jewish, and here I am watching these people go. I could just as easily be there. I should be there. None of that.
Well, of course, I could be on the other side, or I could be the one from whom the thing is being taken away. But there was no sense that I shouldn't be there, because that was Well, actually, funny way, it's just like in markets, that if I weren't there, of course I wasn't doing it, but somebody else would be taking it away anyhow. In other words, whether I was there or not, I was only a spectator, the property was being taken away.
I Googled the word Jew. And the first website that came on was a website called Jew Watch, which is an anti-Semite website of Holocaust deniers. And for me, I'm a second generation to the Holocaust. For me, it was enraging. For me, it was the moment in which democracy should have boundaries. And I guess you beg to differ.
Well, I also find the site enraging. An important part of our values as the company, though, is that we don't edit the search results. You know, what our algorithms produce, whether we like them or not, those are the search results. And I think people want to hear and want to know that we have unbiased search results, even if we strongly disagree with them. It's a sad thing. Part of it is the state of the world. The world has a lot of anti-Semitism, and when people use the singular word Jew, like, oh, that person is a Jew, there is an anti-Semitic undercurrent to that phrasing.
You have the power in your hand to change it. Don't you feel tempted?
That year of German occupation. For me, it was a very positive experience. It's a strange thing, because you see incredible suffering around you, and in fact, you're in considerable danger yourself. But you're 14 years old and you don't believe that it can actually touch you. You have a belief in yourself, your belief in your father. It's a very happy-making, exhilarating experience.
Are interested in moving to Canada right now. And that might mean maybe at least 50% of Googlers might be interested in moving to Canada.